Lovely Laveau and fam are something else.
Why, yes, we are. Why, yes, we are. Shout out to Vegas for the cool little voice over there at the beginning of the show. Um, Hi, how you doing? I am
Hi.
LFam79 in your social media of choice, but y'all knew that already. Well, some of y'all knew that already. Some of y'all just Google me, ho. But if that ain't the case, you know what I mean, that ain't really even that ain't even important. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. We here for another happy edition of Something Else. Uh, I'm hitting there with my tag team partner.
I can't stand him. As always, it's your girl, Lovey LaVose, the Black Brew High with the big bronze hair. And today we have an absolute gem in the building with us. We have the wonderful, the beautiful, the absolutely secretly talented that y'all gonna find out about today, Miss Renee Michelle. Baby, how are you?
Hi, you guys. Thank you for having me.
Of
I am doing
course.
good.
Well, you look
Um,
beautiful.
oh, girl. You should have told me earlier.
It's not about where you've been, it's about where you're at right now. We are happy to have you here with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yo,
So,
fam, women talk so different. Like when it's just women, and then so then this what happens. So I'm one of those folks, I guess, in life who people are comfortable with like talking, like they, you know what I mean, like showing like the Monday through Friday or who they are to you. And so like it'll be, when we have women guests on, you know what I'm saying, we're in the Women's History Month. Happy Women's History Day, or Women's Day. You know what I mean? But women get to talking around you, and when they get comfortable, I think y'all worse than dudes.
Okay.
depending on the subject.
That part. Because it can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
That you should take it as an honor that we feel comfortable talking around you like that. That
No,
means we feel
absolutely.
safe. We feel safe.
No, that's really important to me.
Yeah, our guard is down.
Exactly.
Right. Because I don't want to be like alone sometime in this knowledge though, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes everybody don't need to know how the sausage is made, but then like y'all will get to talking, and then like I'd be like, hey, I'm here.
A man is in the building.
Me.
You think we care?
No, you don't, but that's fine.
Well, yes and no. It depends on the individual.
Fair enough.
That part.
Fair enough. So what's an example of a conversation you guys would not have around a man?
It really, I mean,
Look at I don't give a F face over here. The question is really for you, Miss Renee.
That's why I ain't saying
nothing.
oh, this is a tough one. One thing, I mean, I don't talk to my girlfriends nor to a man, is finances. Because what I make is mine, especially like in corporate America or in the wrestling world. So no, I don't talk about really religion, but they know what if you know what I'm born under. I don't talk about politics because everyone has their own set of mindset, and I really don't talk about like pay, salary. So those are the three things.
Okay.
Everyone could believe whatever that they want to believe, as long as you're not climbing up the walls, your head spinning around in circles. I'm good.
I don't know. I think I want to see that.
I don't want to see that.
I kind of want to see that.
Like, I'll lock you in the room.
Just hide a camera in there so we can see what's going on. We don't want to be there personally, right?
I don't even want to see that at all. I'll have a one-way plane ticket to the other side of the U.S.
Please. So there's one thing that I really wanted to touch on with you specifically. We kind of touched on it before we got started with the show. Fam is our residential chef, right?
Ooh, yes.
As you can always see him grubbing on a delicious plate of something every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Something Else. So what people don't know about you is that you are an amazing cook, and not just frying something here and there. You're like a culinary artist almost.
Oh, you guys think that? Oh, who said that? Who's telling my secrets?
The group chat conversations. We go to Florida, we go to Renee's house. And I still haven't made it down there, but I'm coming.
Oh, well,
So,
yeah, I'll cook for you.
so what is something that, how did you get into cooking and how did it become like a passion for you? And it seems like that's your love language.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it is my love language, like, but also like when I was younger, it was like kind of my grandmother had like an old school mindset. So by the age of 4, I was already in the kitchen, watching her learning how to cook. So my grandmother on my father's side, she's like a southern, black lady, but very church going and and an English teacher. So she was all about education. She was all about, a woman should be in the kitchen while men could do whatever they please. So because of her, I learned like dishes from her. And then I have an aunt who is a chef. So she always cooked like a lot of like Italian different dishes. And sometimes she'd go to Italy and get like bring back different spices and herbs and stuff. So I was able to pick up some things from her. And then because I have so much of a diverse group of friends, I was able to learn and pick up, different dishes from there. So it could be either Korean food, Filipino food, of course, on my mother's side of the family, they cook Cuban food. So it's very, like, wherever I go, I'm always learning something. If I like something, I want to learn it. And I want to try to like make it exactly as that or somewhere around, have my own flavor in it.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to cook for if you have a large party? You have people, your friends at the house. What's their favorite thing to cook for 'em?
Oh gosh, my favorite thing. I mean, it depends on what you like. It really depends on what they eat. Cause I love food. I can eat almost anything, but it depends if they have any food allergies or stuff like that. Like the last party, I made like a bacon wrap burger roll. So it kind of looked like a meatloaf, but it's not. But it's like you lay out like you cook the meat, you lay it out completely, and then you add like spinach and cheese or whatever, and then you roll it. So as you rolling it up and you roll it really tight, then you put the bacon, lay out the bacon, and then you roll that, and the bacon wraps around it. So you pop it in the oven, let that cook or whatever. So I call it like a bacon wrap burger roll. Instead of like using like the buns, you could eat it like that, or if you want, when you cut it, it's like a spiral.
Oh, so like a cinnamon roll, but with meat.
Yeah, but it has like the cheese, it has like the spinach, it has like, whatever flavor that you fancy, So yeah, or
So when you make that, because I'm assuming you slicing that, and how are you? What are you putting with it? Like what's the sides on that? Is it just like some
okay, so
fries or
let's
some?
just let's just say depending on the size of the party, right? So I
Mhm.
could get like a pound or 2 pounds of hamburger meat. So I get like a pan, I put the meat on the pan, with the aluminum foil and all everything, and I spread it out, right? So then after that, you want to put like the different types of cheese, or you could mix up the cheese, or you could put like the American cheddar cheese. Then after that, you put the spinach. Then after that, whatever flavor that you like. So as you're doing that, then you start rolling it. So as you're rolling it, the more you're rolling it, you're kind of like at the end, you kind of want to twist it to get it tight enough. So then by that time, you already have like laid out the bacon strips. So then you place that meat onto it and then roll the bacon. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's completely wrapped
What are
in
you
bacon.
making with it? What are you making with it? Like, are you putting string beans with it? Are you putting French fries with it? Homemade fries? Or is
Oh,
it
on the
just,
side, like the
yeah.
side, like okay. So usually on the side, I can make like like that could be like a dish from right there, or like mashed potatoes and gravy, or you want some fries, I get you some fries. But I also like having like the malt vinegar and salt. So that's actually a really good combination. It's kind of like I guess the British style, but I actually became addicted to
What
that
is
style.
that?
Huh?
What is that?
So they call it chips,
Oh,
like
okay.
Yeah, like
but they
boardwalk
use like
fries.
yeah,
Got
but
it.
we call it fries. They call it chips. So they get like malt vinegar and they spread on that, and then you spray some salt onto it. So you can have that on the side, or you can have like mashed potatoes and gravy, or you have like collard greens and ham hocks, or whatever like like I don't know, cornbread, like 5 layer big mac and cheese, or white cheddar mac and cheese, or spicy white
So,
cheddar mac and cheese. What do you want? Like,
oh, she talking that talk. That's what I'm talking about
or
right
you
there.
want
That's
like baked
um,
baked beans or black beans, or like I made like a dip, like for the guys. It's like ground beef, like some ground beef, some like different type of like regular cheese and pepper jack cheese, put some tomatoes, put some black beans, let it all like melt. I pop in the oven and I let it all melt, and then I stir it up, and then there's your little queso dip there. Like.
So do you give a bed too after you finish eating at your house? Like, can we take a nap? Because this sounds like this meal is gonna make me go to sleep.
Yeah, you should like come around like Thanksgiving. Remember like the videos? Like my husband took like a video of what everything for Thanksgiving. Like it's on my IG, so you see it from there.
I'm taking a nap. I'm coming over there with a pillow and a blanket and some slippers, and I'm taking a nap.
Like especially like for Thanksgiving, like I love cooking. Like for like a turkey, I make like a garlic butter lemon zest turkey, so I stretch out the skin between. I put the butter, like everything, the mixture in between the skin and the turkey, and let it sit, and then I put the bacon strips on top of it, because a lot of people, what they do when they make turkey is that the breast gets dry. But if you have the bacon strips on top, it keeps the moisture. So then after that, you take the strips of the bacon off, and you can utilize that strip and like the juices from the turkey, and you can make your own kind of gravy. So the lemon that I have in there and the garlic that I have, no, not the garlic, but the onion that I have in there, I like dice it all up, and I actually make a gravy out of it.
We're not coming to your house no more, fam. We're going to Renee's house.
Fair enough.
How about that?
Or like everyone, like they like my cornbread, so I make like a butter, honey, like like soft like cornbread.
Mm-hmm. You doing the sour cream in the cornbread? You put the sour cream in there?
No, I do it my grandmother way.
Okay, fair enough. No, I ain't gonna ask nobody's secret. You know what I mean? I know a lot of folks like to, we put that sour cream in to keep it, keep the.
No, how the way I make it stays. How the way I make it stays moist.
Okay.
And it doesn't have the sour cream in it, so.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna ask too many of your culinary secrets today.
Or if you want, like root beer barbecue chicken, there's another I don't know
No, explain that one.
What do you mean? Okay, so you get depending on how many people you get, all the chicken, whatever. So I like to put it in a crock pot because I like to let it marinate and cook. Mm-hmm. So I let it cook for 3 hours or whatever. So I have the brown sugar, the white sugar, the can of root beer, the type of barbecue that you so choose. I like stubs, sticky, sweet, sticky stubs, so everyone has their own flavor, and kind of mix it together and add little hickory if I want it spicy or not, have a kick to it or not, depending on, or if I want it really, really sweet, more of the brown sugar. So after it's done, it's cooking, then I take it out, I put it in a pan, sprinkle brown sugar on top of it, pop it in the oven for a little bit. There you go. I
mean, she's cooking.
Yeah, no. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's part of her repertoire. Her, you know what I mean? That's the resume. I'm impressed. I sit there and listen to that all day because you talking, you know what I mean? You speaking that language. What's the favorite thing that isn't necessarily a crowd pleaser? Something maybe I don't want to say ethnic, but maybe something a little more exotic where folks, you know what I'm saying, off the beaten path, not just some regular
Well, so far I haven't run into that problem. I mean, everyone's always eating it up, even when I make Cuban food. So it's I'll make ropa vieja, it's in translation it means old rags, but it's a shredded flame, with all the juices and everything, with serve it on the side with white rice, black beans, and mondoros. Mondoros are the sweet plantains, but some people, how the way they make theirs dry. I like to make mine very sweet and moist, and also use the juice from it and make a syrup type of thing and put it on top of it. So,
we don't need
so far nobody have not. Everyone seems to eat all my food, so there's not lesser of anything. But yeah.
Unfortunately, I've had to hear the stories. I haven't yet tasted it, but all of my friends have had the food, not me.
Yeah, but in the holidays, I'll make a fruit dish, but it has alcohol. They keep eating
alcohol.
It so much, but there's no alcohol sneaking up on them.
Let's talk about that.
I haven't thought of a name for it. I think I'm gonna call it the Capri. Because it's it has cranberries, it has dices of apples, dices of oranges, mint leaves, and I marinate it with Grand Marnier. So I marinate it overnight. And I have like brown sugar, white sugar. So I let that marinate overnight, and then I take it out and I stir it up and then serve it when it's cold.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I have to show you so you know what I like, how I do it. You know,
I'll be
but
there.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. I've already bought my plane ticket. I'll be there soon. Don't you worry about it, ma'am.
Yay.
She'll
So-
ride a whole BMX bike down there. Just
Please.
Yeah, it was funny because they were eating it, but I just keep seeing them from a distance how they were getting tipsy off of it.
Imagine you just thinking you eating just like a fruit cocktail and all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's what they thought. I didn't tell them.
So tell the people what you're sipping on right now, because we saw the bottle earlier.
Oh, it's a Moscato. It's called Moscato di Aceti.
Show them the bottle, Renee. Gotta see a
The
picture.
bottle. Why are you exposing me?
Don't worry about it. This ain't
might
this is
get
what
the
we
bag.
talk about here. We like
So the person who got me into this was Swole.
I can see it.
Oh, shout out to my nigga Earl.
Like Swole got me into it, and I chased it, and ever since then, it's like I've been addicted to it.
Have you had her candy yams yet?
No, but I do make candy yams.
Well, I'm gonna have to put y'all side by side and taste them, because I went over her. We went to her house for the 4th of July,
Uh-huh.
and she cooked for us, and she made
Mhm.
candy yams. And I was like, it's only one other person's yams that I eat, and that's my mama's. So now I had to call my mama and tell her, I don't know. I think we got competition.
Uh-oh.
That was a hard conversation to have.
Does she put like marshmallows with hers?
It was just regular yams, nothing extra. It was just making
Okay.
a lot of
See, that's
love.
the same way I do it. I don't
Yeah.
put the marshmallows. I
So,
couldn't get into the marshmallows.
That's
with it.
two
Yeah.
different dishes, though.
Yeah,
That's two different dishes. One is candy yams, where you can actually see some form of the sweet potato.
Yeah,
But then,
yeah.
like
That's yeah.
when you get to the when you see the marshmallows, normally that is sweet potato casserole or
Or
souffle. Yeah,
souffle, yeah.
right. And it's
Oh.
actually a different dish. Actually, my wife makes that goddamn with the marshmallows.
Did she put the pecans on it too?
Nah. I'm not a big fan of nuts. So
I see that.
We were doing
What's wrong
so
with the
good.
nuts?
It was
What's
we
wrong
were
with
doing
nuts?
so good on this episode. We really try to keep this episode on the straight and narrow with Renee here, guys. I want the records to reflect it was him. It wasn't me this time.
No comment.
Normally it's me causing the ruckus.
yeah, absolutely. No, I was being honest though. Nah, she doesn't, because I don't care for nuts on a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I am a big fan. You know, I've seen niggas do like a little oatmeal crumble on the top of it too.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Like
jam.
like a granola.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Like probably like a honey granola, maybe.
I think my nana used to make it like she used to make the souffle, and she would have the pecans and the marshmallows, and then she would have the it would be the brown sugar on top, but she would like almost brulee it a little bit to where it was kind of hard a little bit, so it had that extra crunch.
Candy.
The crunch, yeah.
I miss that woman so much, but that was amazing.
You should have got that recipe.
We have it. We have the
that's
recipe
good.
book, but nobody has opened it yet. We still are a little hesitant of opening it. But one day I'm gonna crack into it. If I ever find a man I like, I might open it. But so far, y'all don't deserve her cooking.
Hey, what about a real cool like big brother father figure?
No.
Fair enough.
I can show you my dishes if you show me yours.
That's interesting. Well,
Well,
okay, deal. I'll bring.
you bring
a few.
you bring a few, and let me see if I can make it like grandma's.
And have me crying at your house, Renee?
I have boxes. I have plenty of tissues.
All right,
and I
deal.
have wine.
Oh,
and I have wine too, so you'll be okay.
Have me crying.
I mean, we have a bar.
What? Go ahead. I know this is your jazz when she's talking about the drinks. I know.
Yeah,
This is your jazz.
So now see you with the wine. If you're going outside and you step up to the bar, and you want to get things, you want to get the night started. You're off to a fast start. What drink are you ordering? You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean, at a bar. What's your drink of choice?
It really depends on my mood. So either that, I mean, my favorite drink is there's this whiskey that's called Bird Dog, but it's a blackberry flavor whiskey.
Yeah. Bird
So
Dog's got some dope flavors.
the blackberry flavor is my favorite. So I have that with like some Sprite, or depending on that, or I'll have like gin and tonic. So it's like
Real
maybe I'm a
simple.
little, yeah, or I'll have like a strawberry, martini or lychee martini,
So you're
or
more along the classy drinks, like the real
yeah.
nice sippers. On the other hand, there's fam in myself. The browner, the better.
I only really like one brown.
You don't have to have multiple browns for it to be the browner, the better. You just got the brownness of the brown.
Yeah.
There you go. What is it? Crown Royale?
Indeed, it is.
What flavor?
Crown flavored. Crown.
Oh,
Just regular.
Just OG,
Yeah,
regular purple.
I have the peach.
Oh, listen, there are a great deal of I feel like I see another Crown Royal peach drink on my timeline, like at least twice a week.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You can put that with a lot of stuff, and peach is really, really popular. It's actually, the funny part is it's actually one of their summer flavors, but this time of year, folks are ready to break out of their hot, you know what I mean? They all of their hot clothes and they sweaters, and they want to get a nice little summertime drink. I saw something with like some peaches and like actual peaches and
Crown.
Yeah,
Sounds good. I can't get into the green apple though. Like it's something about the apple flavor whiskeys and bourbons. I don't like it. I don't know what it is.
It pairs really well with cranberry.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, apple,
it's like a cran apple juice.
Yeah,
it makes me think of just like a Christmas drink, and I'm like, it's July. I don't want that. I want something that's gonna make me feel good. Okay, I'll pass it to you. That's fine. So with you, Renee, a lot of people in the community that we don't like to talk about the W word here on this show, they see you. What is it? Say it.
Worcestershire.
West Side. So a lot of people in the community, they see you and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And they kind of put a blanket over you with that, right?
I'm used to it.
Right. And after a while, I can imagine it can kind of get a little like whatever. What's something that people don't really know about Renee Michelle that really makes Renee Michelle who she is?
Oh gosh. Well, like a lot of people don't. I mean, all they know is like me, like starting out in wrestling. So they don't know nothing about like my previous life or anything like that. Like I was a tomboy, shocker, right? You would have never guessed.
I am very shocked.
I always feel like pretty girls say that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I used to wear like big shirts, baggy jeans, Adidas tennis shoes, or I used to do like the break dancing back in the day.
How long were you in Run DMC?
Huh?
How long were you in Run DMC?
Please. He's just.
It was a joke.
Yeah. And then I was like into that. And then, then I was into drifting a bit.
Cars?
I had a past life.
Renee Michelle is a gangster.
Hold tight. So let me I need to, because this is extremely dangerous. How do you, because you don't get drifting right the first time, right? So what's the safety net for learning how to drift?
So I learned that when I used to model for Hot Import Nights back in the day. So I used to hang around with a lot of the Japanese drift racers.
So how do you learn? But you don't get it the first time. So when you mess up, like how do you, what's the safety net there? How do you make it back?
Practice makes, there's no such thing as practice makes perfect. Practice makes progress.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
Yeah.
So, and then from that, I mean, like I used to like go to the gun range, and learn how that, and then there with archery. Archery is one of my favorite.
I just realized I don't know you at all. Damn.
And then at the age of 19, I got into the government field. So I was a government contractor for a very known agency, so I've done that. I still do that. And now I'm a COO of a government contracting firm. But a lot of people don't know that either. They just think I just wrestle.
Well, damn. We don't know Renee at all. Here is something else. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Drifting? The tomboy thing didn't get me. It was the drifting.
Yeah, that drifting is very specific.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so back then, I was 14, 15 years old. So in the DMV area, especially Annandale, it's also known as K-Town. So there was a lot of Asians, Koreans, Filipinos and stuff, and they were really, really into cars back in the day. So when you hang around a bunch of guys and you're a tomboy yourself, you tend to pick that up.
Jeez, that's
okay.
Scary.
So you just said, I was just triggered. You said the DMV area, right?
Yes.
Now we talked about food earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I am from just south of Baltimore.
You're from Baltimore.
You got to stop telling that line from 721-144.
I was born in DC.
Okay. So are you a mumbo sauce girl? Is mumbo sauce?
The mumbo sauce. Okay, so I do there's only so much of the mumbo sauce that I could take, because some people they can make it right and some people they can make it wrong.
Yes.
Correct.
So right. It's a 50-50 with the mumbo sauce.
Listen, if it's an Asian spot and their granddaughter is doing their homework in the front table, and at the bottom of the refrigerator is the food that they really eat, that spot has the most amazing mumbo sauce.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If it's a nice establishment and they pull your chair out and got cloth napkins, that mumbo sauce is gonna be trash.
Yes.
Maybe that was my problem. I got it from a place like that. It wasn't a mom and pop's shop that I tried it for the first time.
Oh, you gotta go to one of those hidden hole in the wall type of gems. I call them the hidden gems. And that's where they have the best ones at.
I had it twice and I was like, okay, I had bad experiences twice. My mom was like, you didn't get it right. So I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I like it.
So was you with moms? I know moms.
Nah.
Shout out to moms. How you doing?
Hi, Mom.
You know what I mean? The moms, you weren't with moms.
No. This was this is maybe the first time I went to DC as an adult by myself. And, she talked about it all the time, but I just never had it. So I was like, all right, let me get this red sauce that my mom keep talking about. And I got it. And I was like, ew, it's trash. Yeah, I didn't like it. I guess, but like I said, it was probably from where I got it from. It wasn't like the hood shop up the street. It was like a restaurant.
Boy, a nice little Asian spot, the Korean. Man, listen. So also really prevalent in DC, of course, is go-go music. Are you a fan of the go-go? Do you?
No.
Fair enough.
I couldn't get into it. The go-go. No, it's just I'd rather listen to Bob Marley than go-go.
Respectable answer.
Absolutely.
You can't say anything about that.
No one you can't. No,
not Robert.
Talk
not
crazy
Robert
about you can't talk bad about Bob Marley. You know
No.
Robert Winston Marley. You can't.
Booyah.
Yes.
Booyaka. Okay, he's crazy. This is your first go around with him. He is a nut.
I enjoy it.
So if go-go isn't your thing, you're at a party, what are the first 5 artists that you would like to hear while you are out and about trying to get your two-step on? Who are your favorite artists to listen to?
I'm terrible with names, but I do like house music.
Okay.
Not techno, there's a difference, but there's house music or Russian house music.
Russian house music.
Oh, Russian house music has some really good music.
Big like Anarchy 99 type vibes. Okay. No, that's really different. I wasn't expecting like, so were you like big fans? Because I know like I believe Drake and Beyonce both put out a great deal of like some house influence records. Did you listen to those? Is that like, were those your vibe? Like the last two projects from them were like house
They were
influence.
housey.
Yeah, they were wild housey.
I gotta listen to it to see if I remember it, but
So Beyonce's was the what was it? Crap, the one with her on the horse, the one that she just.
oh yes.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Why can't I think of the name of it?
Is it Lemonade?
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Yes.
Yeah,
There it
Renaissance.
is.
I like
So
it.
that one is more so house in the LGBT community type house.
They had their
Where-
own house.
Yes. Yeah.
Or Alien Superstar was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you have house music, which is like mainstream regular house music, but when you go into the LGBTQ community, it's a little bit different. It's still house music to the core, but the call and response is so much different.
Is that like when them niggas be falling on the ground?
Absolutely. It's
Oh,
called
voguing.
voguing, dipping. The when they fall on the ground, it's called a dip.
Yes.
I'm gonna teach you how to do it.
You gonna teach who?
You.
Ha!
Yeah, I need my knees.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, listen, my knees are
Family
gone.
is.
Hey, listen, my knees graduated 15 years ago.
We're gonna teach fam how to dip, and he ain't gonna never get back up. That's gonna be the
Imagine
end.
that. Why
I
fam laying there like that?
We gonna record every other episode of something else like this.
Just give me my arm. Hey,
Welcome to Something Else. I'm IlFam79, and so your choice. my tag part.
I'm like, this is a damn shame.
I'm gonna have to learn American Sign Language to do the show.
Yeah,
Please.
no, I'll just be sitting there at the bar, just sipping my drink, just staring, like just shaking my head.
So outside of the drinks that you like when you like to go out and the music that you listen to, for a good night out in town, whether it's you and your husband or you and the girls, right? What is Renee Michelle wearing? Because if you have never seen her dressed to the nine, the first time that I met Renee, I've seen her for years, but I finally met her. It was WrestleMania Tampa. And we had a brunch, and she came in looking exactly like Jessica Rabbit, like just walked off the screen. It was this beautiful red dress. I'll never forget this outfit, Renee. It stuck with me. Okay.
Oh,
This beautiful red, like sparkly dress. She had the red lipstick, hair was laid to perfection. And I was like, oh, she's like walk off the page pretty, like off of a catalog pretty. And it's the same way in person. So when you go out and you just want to step out with the girls, what are you wearing? How do you get ready?
well, I mean, gosh, I'm like, first of all, I make sure like my whole body is exfoliated and shaved and waxed. like, in the summertime, I usually I get pretty tan. So like in the wintertime, I get kind of lighter. And then the summertime, I get pretty tan, and I try to avoid having tan lines.
Mhm.
I like wearing like oils, different types of oils, or scented oils like almond oil or pineapple. It's like a pineapple oil. It smells so good.
Yeah.
So, and then, I have my hair in pin curls, like the old fashioned, like pin curl, you curl it and you have the pin curls all over your head. So I have that done first.
Mhm.
Like Betty Boop.
Yeah, but I have it like all pinned up, like, like how back in like the night, I love like the old Hollywood glam look.
Yeah.
Like a
So
flapper.
women, like from like Laura Bacall to Rita Hayworth to, there's this one burlesque dancer called Dita Von Teese.
Oh yeah, I love Dita.
Yeah, there's something about like women like that. It's just exclude, exotic, exclude femininity, but you could also be sexy and strong at the same time, and you utilize it either way. But
That's what I do.
That's what you
but no, and I like to use like a lot of their old school remedies, like like before I used to get into like a lot of like the higher end products, like facial products and stuff like that. I don't do it anymore. I revert back to like how women like back in the 50s use like the Noxzema. If you have makeup in your face, I use cold cream to get the makeup off. And like bear in mind, a lot of people, you know, you have tissue boxes, but a lot of people don't know those tissue boxes back in the day were to remove makeup off your face with the cold cream. So I do that. You know, I use like rose petal like toner for my face. I like to use the Nivea for like moisturizer for my face, as well as like depending on the morning, I use like a vitamin E serum. And then I also use like a rose petal mist on my face.
So you just like exude like the epitome of femininity. So you just take going out as like a ritual for you.
Yeah, it's a process. It's definitely a process.
So you just don't roll out the bed just absolutely perfect. You got to get ready for that.
Yes. Like if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, like I'm like, I need at least 2 hours ahead of time.
Not 2 hours.
Well, if you really think of it, like, look, like, you know, this takes some time to put it up in curls.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, and then it's like you take a shower and then you do all this stuff with your face. Then you go upstairs to your glam room. Then as you're like curling your hair, that could take about, who knows, God, how long, depending on if you have a good day or a bad day.
That's key. People don't realize that. Like those bad hair days suck. Nothing goes right.
Yeah.
I know, right? So is it now this, I mean, it all sounds like a process, right? But is it more of is it work or is it like a labor of love? Like, is it like, do you kind of get into
myself.
But what I'm asking, I guess, is like when you're going through this whole process, is it all work or do you like kind of enjoy the process of, well, you know, okay.
Well, now if I'm under the weather or whatever, like I'm not gonna have the makeup on. I'm gonna be in a loungewear, you know, like, or in my silk pajamas and robe, you know. I guess you call it a murder robe. What do you want to call it? How people want to call it?
With the big sleeves and everything, like it just flows, like you just
yeah,
I know.
Yeah, it is like anything about murder robes. I don't. I don't know anything about a murder robe.
Oh, you should look it up.
I have a red one. I have a red one with the ruffles at the end, like the little boa feathers.
Now I gotta
Now you gotta look it up.
Because so talk. I mean, talk amongst yourself while I'm looking at stuff. I don't want to watch me Google.
That, you know, like, so then it's like, you know, once you're like, what I do, I take a shower and I exfoliate and everything else, body balm, body scrub, whatever, you know, and then like I like to put oil, like while I'm still wet, like have my body and put some oil on my body while it's still wet, then pat dry. Yeah. So it still locks in the moisture, you know. So then after that, you know, I also use like it's like a type of lotion, but it has like glitter. So I smooth that like all over my body, and it smells so good because it smells like coconut and pineapple.
So you're a fruit scent type person. You like the fruit scent.
Well, that, or I could go to more of like a woody type of thing. It depends on my mood, you know, like especially like for a prime example, like Joe Malone. Like I like to mix like 2 different scents with them, you know, and it gives like a scent that I like. Gotcha. But then I also like the scent from like, you know, let's just say like Chanel No. 5. I would wear something like that, or
that's a classic.
Or like Prada, or, you know, like you see what I'm saying? So it really depends on my mood, or like something off of Victoria's Secret. You know, like they have like the black one, like the very sexy.
Very sexy. Yeah.
Or the very sexy night, or like the red one.
There's a red one in
and then there's the purple one. Like
that black one was the one that I used back in the day before I got into strictly oils. I just got back into getting perfumes like last week, and I messaged him and was like, "Look, I'm an adult. I have perfume, not just oil." I was so excited.
I mean, like I have oils too. You know, like there's like this one oil I can't really do. Well, basically. This one oil, it smells so good, but it has like a picture of like a woman's panty drop off her leg. So it's like the naughty, I call it the naughty type of oil.
Oh.
So I put it like at 7 different points on my body. So I put it at the back of my neck because, you know, like you put like Vaseline and then put the oil or perfume spray at the back of your neck. The scent stays there, or like here, or like the wrist, the inner wrist, and then like here on the shoulders, like the collarbone, shoulders area.
Yeah, these are heat points. So when the body heats up, it throws those scents out,
Yes.
and with the Vaseline, it doesn't soak into the pores of your skin. It
just
sits
laid
on
keeps it.
top, so it jumps out like you're almost like you're a human oil burner.
Sorry about that.
So let me ask you a question, right? Because you mentioned, I mean, I heard, like I heard the Chanel and I heard the Joe Malone. So you obviously, other than the oils, know what you're doing.
J'adore is a really good one too. I like.
So you obviously know what you're doing when it comes to going out searching for scents.
Yes.
What is a scent that you like to smell on your man?
John Morel's. I know what it looks like. So it's like I think it's called John. It's just started with John. I have to send it to you, but it's like a brown bottle and wrapped around it's like a brown type of leather.
John Barbados.
Yes, that one. I love that scent.
He loves cologne.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
So
No,
that scent, it smells so good, especially if it's on the right type of man, because everybody's body chemicals is different. But I got that for my husband, and I absolutely love the scent on him.
Oh, what's a night out look like for you guys? Just going out on the town, being the classic couple that you are.
Well, my husband, the times that we went out together, bless him, like he has to fend some guys off.
Oh, baby.
But he always says what comes with great power comes with great responsibility.
Absolutely.
Doing business.
Yeah, they're like just adorable. They're just cute together.
Yeah.
Their interaction is hilarious. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say that we're very much like Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit.
100%.
That's very funny.
He makes me laugh.
See?
He does. He's just so damn goofy.
He's funny. I think I've maybe talked to you on the phone maybe once or twice, and he's in the background. He's hilarious.
Yes.
He's a fun time. I hope to see him soon.
Yes.
Y'all are funny.
Yeah, there's like, I mean, we go back. Sometimes we go out tonight to dinner. I love it when he wears like the V-line neck, cruise shirts, the V-line.
Mm-hmm.
Like some guys they could get away with it, some guys can't. But you have to have like a nice chest for that.
Yeah.
And then like I like it when he wears like. I don't understand why guys wear pants with their boxers or their underwear showing.
Yeah.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like I would like for, your britches to be up on your ass,
See?
like just like how guys like to look at women's butts, us women like to look at guys' asses too. Believe it or not.
We do. I love the fact that she says britches because people pick on me for saying britches. It's britches.
It is. Britches, pants,
trousers.
I feel like every time I've heard someone say britches, they're it's like a finger point, like what put your britches up? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
why do I need to see what color underwear you're wearing? For what?
It's funny.
Or like, are you bending over for somebody?
Oh no.
Whoa. Now it's funny you say that. My son just got into they got the style, the is it ethical or whatever, where they like the drawers and the kids they want to show you like, look, I got some $20 drawers on. And
no, I don't want to see your underwear.
That's a thing.
Yes, it's very much a thing.
Like that thing came from over in jail.
Exactly.
That's like, are you kidding?
I don't know if they got ethicas in prison.
With the sagging.
The sagging, yeah. I know. Shout out to my nigga Fleece. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing cute of seeing like your underwear, and God forbid if you're wearing your underwear inside out and you're not even paying attention, or they're discolored, or whatever the case may be, or the strings on the elastic is like ready to be undone. Like nobody doesn't want to see that. I don't find it cute. I don't find it attractive. If anything, it makes me think you're a vagabond. Like, why do I want to see
Another
that?
good word.
Damn it.
Vagabond is a good word. Very good word.
It's like lost all types of common sense in the world.
She just roasted a lot of y'all.
Yeah, whole time.
I don't know if y'all felt that.
Whole time.
I felt it.
You know, like it's like what kind of girls like you want, unless you want like one like around the corner or the lower class.
Shout out to the around the corner joints.
You know, like there's nothing like good. It's like why? For what?
I hope y'all heard that. Renee Michelle said, pull your britches up.
Yeah, pull your goddamn pants up, shorty. You nobody want to see them bacon strips.
And then what makes it even worse is that the men like approach me with this, and I'm looking at your britches to like your teeth, and it's like absolutely not.
She just really roasted y'all. Yeah. That was great. Thank you. Pull your britches up, like, teeth fixed is what Renee Michelle is saying to y'all. So don't come up to her looking like that.
Like don't.
Hey,
don't.
Right, so you gave us two. Give us 3 more pet peeves about dudes. Yeah, things you don't like
when they approach and they're very aggressive.
Uh-oh.
I don't like the aggressive approach. I like more of a man that's being more of a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if a woman was to say no or no, thank you,
he'll be back.
Then, you know, he's able to be more of a gentleman to take the L or be respectful about it. Other than that,
that's hard nowadays. They don't really take rejection well. Like like as soon as you say no, all of a sudden you become the ugliest, this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, you knew that.
Well, you're the one who approached me, brother. Like. Like you need a lot of reflection. Like look at yourself in the mirror and reflect.
Exactly.
You know? But no, it's like, you know, just as much as women, you know, they go up to men if they see a guy that they're really interested in, a guy was to reject them and say, no, thank you or whatever. Mm-hmm. And a woman will be, you know, I can't speak for all women, but I will be like, okay, you know, I understand, you know, and I'll take the L.
Take the L and go.
Yeah, take the L and go. Just like men should be able to take the L and go, you know.
You know, that's not real, Renee.
Some do.
Some do, but I think that kind of separates the men from the boys, so to speak.
Oh, absolutely. There's a difference between a man and a man-child.
Yeah. And it's a lot of men-child out here.
Yes.
That we have to deal with, but it's okay. What other 2 pet peeves do you have?
Well, okay, so we talked about the britches.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the teeth, or make sure you brush your teeth or something, or like a mint, you know. I don't know, you know, like
Renee, please.
You know, like, or like make sure like you keep up your body odor, you know. It's like I don't know.
So what I'm hearing, and this is just an astute observation, wrestling fans, stay away from Renee Michelle.
No, you could come to me, but you're not gonna get addicted to it. Like, you know.
Don't come expecting anything other than an autograph, a picture, and a hug, maybe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Probably like a high five, right?
Well,
yeah. But no, it's like to that, and then like, you know, like some dudes, they have like these crazy off the wall hairstyles now, like the spiky whatever type of
Wicks.
Shout out to the Super Saiyans out in, you know what I mean?
I don't even know if it's Super Saiyan or like, you know, there's some like a hairstyle where like the afros like turn into spikes too.
The Wicks. Okay, so those are called Wicks.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Island boys.
Yeah,
Island boys.
No, there's some island boys that have like nice dreadlocks, you know, like clean.
Those are specifically called Wicks. It comes from a lineage of a specific tribe. That's where it originated from, but some people take it, you know, like everything.
I think she's talking about them little Uzi Vert joints. Them ain't Wicks.
She said the afro. Those are
she
Wicks.
said spikes.
No,
though.
the hair is like
it's like the fro, but it's just like those are Wicks.
Okay.
Oh, like
I knew exactly what she was talking about when she said like
it looked like a bunch of little bitty pool noodles.
If you basically, so it's really heavy in Florida. Like you can literally identify a guy from Florida because they have Wicks normally.
Yeah,
a lot of guys have Wicks.
Yeah. I've
don't
seen
see
a lot.
many Wicks in Maryland. I don't.
Yeah, it is definitely more of a Florida. I think it's migrating to Atlanta a little bit more now. I will say I'm not a fan of the look of it, but
I'm
the
not.
artistry
It's
of
not done.
how
I
it's
feel like
done,
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's done right.
it's done right because that's the purpose of
Well,
it.
it depends on who do it. Everybody don't do it right. You know what I
But to
mean?
see the how it's
If you got the Wicks and your drawers showing, and you got a raggedy mouth, and you don't smell right, you smell like yesterday. Stay away.
don't talk to her. And since now we know,
Nigga smell like yesterday. I'm sorry.
Or like, you know, like for men, like if they have like facial hair, right? Like get it like well trimmed or whatever. Don't come at me like looking like, you know, like oh.
that's hilarious. I'm looking like,
You know, like
Not the rare beard.
that's all I saw in my head. Just somebody turn around and just go, okay, what the fuck is that?
I'm like, oh, what the hell is that?
What's your name is?
Please. Now that we know 5 things that irritate.
Yeah, and then of course for some men it's like, you know, just as much as women have to keep up with our facial stuff and make sure that we're not breaking out crazy and stuff. Men, like some men, I've come across some men that start actually taking good care of their skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, your skin is so nice. I actually complimented a guy like on a show.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name was like Jay Rios. He had like really, really nice skin. It was just flawless. It was just like
A lot of men normally have good skin though. Like a lot of men that I've seen like normally just have those pretty like Fam. He has like that red undertone, beautiful skin, just pretty man.
Yeah, but I come across some wrestlers, man. They have like, woof.
That I've been taking a stink face for the last 20
They
years.
was looking like Edward James almost.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not the squash face.
Hey, with the hoggle nose, and then like you know what I mean? You ever seen Hoggle?
Yes.
In the story?
Please.
Nah, it had him. It'd be like a whole bunch of like dips at like
Craters and
what
stuff.
y'all niggas been doing?
Yeah, I'm like, take care of your face. What are you doing?
Like Ray Liotta. Like Ray Liotta.
Oh, rest in peace.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace. Oh,
you
that's
got
right.
to-
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. They look, man. Stop putting hot water on your face, man. It's a bad idea.
Please.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand it. You expect a girl to come after, like, I don't understand.
If you want us to have nice skin, y'all gotta have nice skin too. And
Yeah.
with that being said, since Renee gave us her 5 things that are her pet peeves, we're gonna move over to our segment of our show called the 5 Count, where we ask our guests 5 odd questions just to kind of dig into your brain just a little bit. Miss Renee, are you ready?
Oh, okay.
The first question on the 5 Count: if you could listen to one artist for the rest of your life,
Oof. Ozzy.
Osbourne?
Yes.
Wow,
Iron Man is a good song.
I didn't expect that.
I do like to listen to rock. But then I like 80s. I like also 80s music. It's like it's strange because I like music like back in the 50s to the 80s rock to like pop, like I'm like there and then
Yeah.
that music.
There's definitely a Hollywood glam party somewhere in your future. Like that sounds like the perfect
Yes.
like surprise party. That hey, if you gotta throw a surprise, like flappers and Great Gatsby.
I do like
what y'all
that.
try
I
and
do
go
like
for.
that.
Dang, I ain't gonna be there because I can't wear no dress. Damn. Oh, well,
Okay, we could get like a hot tux.
You can't wear a dress?
I don't like wearing dresses. I will be wearing a dress. I will be wearing dresses in LA. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone.
Oh,
Which
so
kind-
every time someone sees Lola in LA,
Don't do that. So I'm working on my
Hey, get them knees, cuz. Make sure you get them knees.
please. I'm working on my body confidence and working on being more feminine and more soft. So
Oh,
I'm
I got
getting-
you.
I know. That's why I saw how much you lit up right there with that. Like I bought dresses. I bought this emerald green. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. This
Ooh, emerald
dress.
green will look good on you.
So pretty. And I put it on. That was the first time that I was like, I look nice in a dress. I don't know if y'all seen the TikTok of do you or do you not feel bonita? I felt bonita.
Oh,
Yeah,
I never seen that. I never seen that.
because you need to get a TikTok.
Yeah, probably.
Go
yeah.
to
I don't know how to use TikTok, but I like watching the videos.
exactly. But I'll send you a picture of it. So I'm working towards getting my flapper on a little bit. So
Can you
Yeah.
like so the shoes necessary to go with said look, right? How do you do on these shoes?
The shoes, well, it really depends on the dress. If I feel like if I want to wear closed toes, like the pointed,
Mhm.
heels or open toe heels, but I always love a good pair of stilettos.
Mhm. Are you asking? Do I know how to work in
Yeah,
heels?
like can you? Yeah,
Yeah.
how do you
So
do?
back in my youth, I used to have an
You older than
occupation.
mine.
Shut up. I had an occupation that required me to wear very high heels,
They roll.
platform heels. So I can
They
walk.
roll.
Walking in heels is not the problem. I can do that all day. It's just me visually in a dress that I'm getting overcoming that mental block. But the heels, child, I can take off running in those.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
I can't wait to see. I'm excited.
Please, shh. I'm embarrassed.
Listen, you should have never said anything to me.
Don't.
Never.
I can't wait to see.
Don't embarrass me, please.
Yeah,
I'll send all
listen.
this shit
Don't
back.
be embarrassed. You look beautiful. Stop it.
Renee, don't start. Ask the second question.
You alright, I guess. Yo, what movie villain did you think was right?
Movie villain?
Mm-hmm. What like movie bad guy you was just like, yeah, let's go.
Ooh. Well, I mean, I guess a lot of people can't figure out if she's a bad guy or not. Catwoman. Depends on her mood. So I guess
Never
like
last Catwoman.
that,
Oh my lord.
especially like when Michelle Pfeiffer played Catwoman.
My favorite Catwoman
That's my
of all
favorite.
time.
Did y'all
Nobody's
see the
doing
last
better.
one? Did y'all see the
Um,
last?
with Zoe,
Yeah, it did.
yeah, but
I still like Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle's the best Catwoman
Yeah.
of all time. No one like she literally looks like a feline.
Yes, exactly. And she has like the smile, the eyes, everything.
She's
Or
naturally sexy.
or Mystique.
Yeah, I love her, and she still looks like that. Like when she's in the Ant-Man movies, I'm like, I still see Catwoman.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh,
Yeah, she's beautiful. I love Michelle. Haha, she said Catwoman. Haha. Number 3 on the 5 count. What conspiracy theory do you believe is right or real?
Oh. Hmm. Well, I guess I'm more spiritual, so
Mhm. Uh-oh.
yeah. I guess like also a lot of people don't know is that I'm also a Santera.
Mhm.
So I'm a high priestess.
Mhm. We won't scare you today.
nah, I need to know what it mean if you gonna say it. What that mean?
A Santera?
Yeah.
Okay, so the religion that I was born under is called, Lukumi, or, in Latin community, they would call it Santeria. So it's originally from Nigeria, and there's 7 African orishas, not gods or goddesses or saints. They're called orishas. And it's like during the time during like slavery took over, before skin color was a thing, it was conquering of religion. And in order to trick the slave masters back in the past, we replaced the faces with Catholic faces, because if we didn't convert, you get pretty much killed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty much the whole time what slave masters thought that we were practicing theirs, we were really practicing our own. We just replaced the faces with Catholic faces, and it's been passed down for family to family. It's not really so much, now it's more a little bit out there, but before that, it wasn't really too much out there because a lot of people consider it as voodoo, which is not the case, but yeah.
That's interesting.
So,
That's how
alright.
we actually bonded over that. That was one of the conversations we had, and we was like, oh, we have something in common here. And when I found out about her, we, talked about certain things when she was going through certain processes and things like that. So finding that out about her, I was like, well, I love Renee for the rest of my life now. Now we kind of
Yeah,
stuck with each other.
I am the child of Oshun.
See, and I'm Oya.
So,
Yeah.
so how do you like if I say I'm a practicing Methodist, right? That
Mhm.
mean I go to church, I go to Sunday school, you know what I mean, and I beat niggas over the head with what I'm into. So
That's
how
cute.
do you practice? You know what I mean? What it is that you
Some
know what I mean?
things you
I
can't
don't know
say.
how to say it, and I ain't gonna mess it up.
Some
There-
things you can't say.
There's no church in this. Like even in Africa, since when did like African religion have a church?
You are the church.
Yes,
That's kind of how that works.
like you're the house.
But it's also certain things you can't. And I think that's why I get so frustrated when I see certain things on social media, because you have so many people that are using social media as a way to be a part of this and hoodoo and Igbo and all that kind of stuff. That's not supposed to be seen. That's not supposed
No,
to be
it's
shown.
it's a sacred religion.
It's very
It's
sacred.
sacred.
Your altar is not
Especially when you
supposed
go through the process and everything.
exactly. So seeing it online and seeing people post that or posting their altars, I'm like, this is how I know that y'all are just doing this because it's a trend for certain people
Yeah.
right now. So you don't know what people actually have had to go through and the processes that people have had to deal with and go through. That's not something that you take lightly. So that's why I tell people when you're online talking about all this stuff, and I'm just kind of looking like, you're sending people down a very dark path that can be very harmful for them if they're not careful. So all of you social media, TikTok spiritualists that's putting all your stuff out there and charging people for spells and stuff like that, stop.
No, I mean, like,
Stop.
I'm a firm believer, like, what you do unto others will come back to you.
100%.
It always come back to you or those that you hold or love dear.
Exactly. So watch what you do and watch what you tell people, especially when you're dealing with spiritual practices.
Yeah.
That was your only warning. We're not going to tell you again. Look at fam.
I mean, I don't feel like I need to be warned. I have expressly never ever played with any sort of, you know what I mean? I don't play with none of that stuff. I don't mess around. You know what I mean? Brothers say, now, folks say, oh, I'm a 5% of word for real. You a rapper, religion. Like, you might get made fun of. But
what's really unique about it, because like now, like a lot of celebrities are going back to their heritage and stuff. Like Beyonce, she's also the child of Oshun.
Mhm.
Like my godmother of the religion, she saw Beyonce got crowned over in Cuba.
Mhm.
That's the reason why she would keep going back and forth to Cuba.
Mhm.
You know, and then you know, like there's like Mark Anthony, J-Lo, JC, a lot of them. So they're finding like their own, like, you know, instead of the religion that they were like born here, whatever, they're finding like their ancestral roots.
They're finding their roots. They're finding their core. That's what I like to call it. They're just finding their core.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
it.
much.
Find your
But
core.
if you seen like her videos, like
Mhm.
you know, like Lemonade and stuff like that, and the stuff that she does,
Mhm.
she's just representing the Orishas.
Of course. But of course, you know, in our community, aka the Black community, because it's been so shunned, it's been so buried, it's automatically looked at as evil or scary or spooky and all that other stuff. That's a completely different
Well, that's
show.
the thing, like what people don't understand is the religion that they don't understand, they think is
Anything that they don't understand, they are
Yeah.
afraid of or think is the
Yeah.
devil. But that's a whole nother hour show that we can
Yeah,
spend
well-
on
So
it.
no, that is the biggest fear, man. I'm gonna be honest. As long as you ain't no goddamn Washington Commander fan, we cool.
Please. You have the next question.
What's the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to you in public?
Hi,
I know Monkey. Is that Monkey?
Yes, that's a monkey.
Monkey.
Hi, Bubba's.
Hey, Monkey.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm on the podcast right now.
We're almost done, Monks.
Yeah, this is
Hi, Booba.
my baby.
Hi, Monkey.
Okay, get your ass off the way.
Right, we're about to see a whole kitty ass. Do you call it kitty ass? Because is a kitty's vagina pussy?
It's a boy. He's a boy.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Monkey's a keep forgetting Monkey's a boy.
Monkey's a boy. There's Monkey and Milky. They're both boys.
I was just wondering, is a cat's vagina considered pussy?
Yeah.
Is it redundant?
You have to say it. If I'm a girl cat, can I just say I'm a pussy? And that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know how to answer that.
I just do it for his face.
Look, he is blushing.
No, I'm just drunk.
Yeah, and he just red. The drunker he gets, the redder he gets.
Yeah, I can see it in his nose and his cheeks.
Didn't I tell you? I told you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the girl.
I told him when he drinks,
I do a show with her every week. Nothing makes me blush.
Yeah, but the look says it all.
He's a silly goose. Did you ask the question?
I did. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in public?
In public? What happened?
I mean, it don't have to be in public, in front of somebody else.
Oh, gosh. Well, I remember, I was with my mother and I was leaving her house and it was snowing and I didn't realize, the black ice. You know how you fell down the stairs in the front? I felt like it was like a home alone incident.
You fell and slid?
I slip up in the air and land to the bottom.
Renee, please.
I just laid out like a starfish, just looking up at the sky.
No, that's hilarious. It shouldn't be hilarious, but that's pretty funny. The last question on the 5 count is probably my favorite. If you can get away with one thing, what would it be? Without getting caught. If you get away with one thing without getting caught, what would it be?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't want to say it.
No. This is a judgment-free zone.
Nah, but if you don't want to say it in public, this is gonna go out. This is gonna be
Oh yeah. Say something that ain't gonna get you in trouble.
Right. If you don't want to, I would murder that nigga. No,
like, don't say that, Renee.
I mean, we all feel it, but I don't want to say it.
Uh-oh. Is it involving money or getting away with making sure someone doesn't make their next hair appointment?
Can it be both?
Okay, we'll take it. It
can be both. Why not both?
Why not both? I
Why not both?
We'll take that. And with that, Miss Renee, it was a pleasure having you here in our house. Tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on, and any last words that you want to leave the people with.
Oh, you can find me on my Instagram, which is Lady RM, as well as my Twitter, since I finally got it back.
Thank you.
Is one Renee Michelle. And and also my Facebook, one Renee Michelle.
Perfect. And you will be at WrestleCon.
Yes. Come by, say hi, have a conversation.
Absolutely. It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, my love. And Mr. Man over there looking like Bert and Ernie, ketchup and mustard. Tell the people who you are and where they can find you.
First of all, I can fight. Right? I mean.
Oh, speaking of fight, so around the corner from my grandmother's house, I was being trained by a boxer. I had no idea that was Roy Jones Jr. trainer. Yeah, so I look, Pensacola times were hard. It was rough back then. But that's another part of my life too.
Okay, so
hey, you ever heard of hold on. Have you ever heard of Chicken Town in Pensacola? Like it's supposed to be an area called Chicken Town.
I mean, there's a Escambia County that I was from.
Yeah, I know Emmett Smith went to Escambia High School. But yeah, man, shout out, man, my homeboy Junior. He from Pensacola and he from Chicken Town representing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Junior. Shout out to Roman Reigns. He also from Pensacola. Go ahead.
Ooh, someone from Pensacola? You guys got me. Look, I had no idea that the Roman and the Usos were from Pensacola until they told me. I'm like,
see, y'all just breed fine people. That's sick.
Yeah, we have the best athletes.
Yeah. Also heard y'all got the best cocaine, but I don't do that stuff. Go ahead, do your thing. Who are you?
No, that's further south. That is further south. That's further south. You know what I mean? With the Zopound niggas, the Miami niggas, and all the Haitian.
Look,
don't put that on us.
I have family in Miami and Pensacola and all like we're all over the place.
You don't tell nobody else.
Yeah, we're not gonna say anything.
Don't tell nobody. Do you think? I hate him.
Hey, man.
So, gosh, shout out from someone from Pensacola.
Yeah, who you got?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? F it.
Fuck it.
Or it's just shout out in general?
No, we were just saying, we were just doing our crazy things when we just shout out people that we know from the place that you from.
Oh, well.
We don't know what we doing here. We just talk.
I don't know. Like, look, I'm like when I was younger, I was like a damn gypsy. So shout out to everyone who loves and supports me throughout my whole crazy wrestling career. And thank you all. I love you.
Oh, well now.
That's what's up, man. That being said, my Wi-Fi is turning on me.
No, it's good. Go. Hurry up before it changes. Go.
Hey, man, IlFab790, your social media choice, a.k.a. the Aunt Anderson of podcast, and a.k.a. Captain Bro Albano, Brew Diamond Phillips, Sticky the Dragon Steamboat, Pod Pod, God's favorite podcast, the Potty Pipe, I'm in the podcast, Chew Bubblegum, and I'm all out of Argentina. Nice to see you, Love Daddy, a WFAM with family always matters, and my tag team partner.
As always, it's your girl, Lovely Loves, the Black Blue Hop, the big bronze hair. And as always, we got to let you know, please go over to foryourwear.com. Get that shirt. I do have something in the works for you guys. If you are in LA and you see us, come up to us, shake a hand. We just don't kiss babies because we don't like babies and stuff like that. But we're going to be out there representing, and follow us on all social media platforms as Something Else Pod without the G, because we are all the G you need. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, man, peace, nigga. We out.
Oh, shit! Say it again! Say something else! Oh! Say something else! Say something else, nigga!